high-level basketball game. Two teams that were playing their hearts out, and a lot of pride for their universities. And a game where I anticipated it was going to come down to the stretch in the end, and our team expected that as well, so that certainly was not a surprise. At the end of the day, they did a nice job making enough plays, making enough free throws. We didn't finish the plays that we needed to down the stretch to get the job done, but it was I think everybody agree, a high-level, fantastic college basketball game, and unfortunately, those are the ones that tend to sting a little bit too.
During kind of the big picture, there haven't been many atmospheres, from my perspective, better than the atmosphere that was here tonight. Did you get that sense? Did you have that feeling as well?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it's awesome. Look, the student-athlete experience for me, is a big deal. It was so good for me when I was a player, and it's something that it's really fun for our guys to be out there tonight. It was fun for their guys. That's what college basketball is supposed to be. A lot of energy. The crowd was fantastic, and give them a lot of credit. And Cal's team fed off that energy, but I think we did too. And it was a hard-fought game.
Just kind of thoughts on kind of how Carlisle played tonight, this kind of first time on the road. Just thoughts on his overall performance tonight.
Yeah, he's been so much fun to coach. He wasn't perfect. He played his tail off, and he responded every time. You know, he's making a mistake. He looks over it, we talked about it, or he knows what he's supposed to do and does his best to get it right the next time. I'm leaving here and I'll watch the tape. I'm excited because I think there's some tangible things that I can talk to him and coach him. I think he can make some improvements, and needless to say, he's been playing at a pretty high level. He wasn't perfect, he knows that, but has also impacted the game in a positive way.
There was a lot of talk, obviously, about Mark going against Stanford for the first time. And you've gone against Cal a lot. Is there still something special about you coaching here?
There is. Obviously, both schools are an important part of my life. I went and walked around campus today, and brings back lots of memories, lots of good memories. And there's a challenging year as well. But it is. It's another layer of emotion, meaning, that kind of thing. I would guess that Mark would say that same thing.
Are you happy to see the atmosphere back the way it was tonight after a few years where they just couldn't draw anybody?
Absolutely. Mark, look, that's a testament to Mark of acquiring talent and coaching them up, and there's optimism within the program, and I think that showed tonight with that crowd. So I think it's absolutely a good thing. Look, leagues are changing, times are changing. I think it's important for Cal and Stanford both to elevate and grow, and the fan bases to get excited. And it's good. It's good for the game. It's good for Cal. It's good for Stanford too.
So, Coach, of course, the atmosphere was great, pomp and circumstance and everything, but the 10-point lead in the second half, you guys let your windows down and the free throw contest at the end. So were you disappointed about the way that double-digit lead dissipated?
Yeah, I mean, we did get it there, and I felt like it kind of eroded fairly quickly. They made a couple plays, and it wasn't necessarily there for a long time. But I'm disappointed. You don't want to let that lead slip away, but most of the game felt like a really tight, every possession mattered type of a game. The value of each possession is so important. I think that's going to be a great lesson for our guys, and just valuing each possession. That in a 40-minute game, a silly mistake, an avoidable mistake, we need to make sure we avoid, and that can make the difference in the game. But yeah, disappointed. We let the lead slip on by, and I didn't think it was lack of poise. At times we didn't make the plays. We had a few turnovers, especially early in the second half. I think we're not necessarily like us. I think we'll be able to fix those. So disappointed. I'll need to go look back at the tape and find out the details of what happened.
Cal's been a pretty streaky team most of this year. Were you expecting there to be a period where it was going to be hang-on time when they started to claw back a couple of times? I think you had a 10-point lead, then it got down to 0, then an 8-point lead, and then down again. Is that pretty much what you were expecting coming into this game, preparing your guys for?
don't know that I had an expectation of the ebb and flows of the game. I knew there would be ebbs and flows like that, but that's consistent with just about any game. What I did expect was at the end of the game there'd be a battle in a close game, and that is what it turned into.
Just on the 3-point shooting, 7 of 24. Made a decent amount of Spencer was 1 of 5. Just any reason for he wasn't getting going with the road environment, had a role in that, or just thoughts on just kind of that aspect of things.
Yeah. He missed one early. He got a couple. It was really nice. Called some plays, got him to the basket early, which I think was good for his confidence. But part of it, I'd give Cal some credit. They were contested at a high level, and honestly, 1 of 5. We label a disappointing game. 2 of 5, you're an elite shooter. So I don't think it's anything that's alarming. 3-point shooting has been a strength of our team. It's been a strength of his, and I expect it to be a strength of ours moving forward.
Thanks, Coach. All right, thank you guys.